Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is very long overdue, and this is my loft apartment tour. I can never say a bad thing about you. We've been living here since March, and we've owned this unit since November of 2022. We bought this one as an investment property and ended up moving into it temporarily while we were doing renovations and things to make it even better for future renters. Plus, we were trying to figure out where we were going to be buying and living, which we now have. We'll be moving out soon. But this little unit, this little dog, it just holds such a special place in my heart. If you guys don't know, I work in real estate. I help people rent and buy in the city. I've looked at every apartment under the sun, and I just think that this is truly the coolest, most unique unit, which is why we bought it in the first place. And I'm really, really excited that we had the opportunity to be able to live here while we were making the renovations and stuff. I'm so excited to share it with you. Also, before getting any further into it, this unit is about to hit the market for rent. If you are interested, my email is in the description box. Go ahead and shoot me an email and I'll let you know before I actually fully list it to see if you want it. But let me go ahead and show you around. All right, come on. So right when you enter into the unit, you do have this little entryway. There is this coat closet off to the left, which is great for extra storage. There is also a storage cage in the basement. So even with Alex and I both living here, there is plenty of space for all of our stuff. We had plenty of places to be able to store everything away. I do always love to use a coat rack just for extra space. This would have been dead space otherwise, to be able to put my purses, umbrellas. We usually have coats and stuff on here, dog leash, our shoes, really easily accessible. And I think it just makes for a really good use of this space. This is where we have our famous IKEA full-length mirror. This thing has lived with me in so many apartments. I love it so much. If you see my mirror selfies on Instagram, it would have been taken right here. Obviously, spiral staircase, we'll talk about this more when we go upstairs, but you can see we've put Louis' bed underneath it. Sometimes he lays in it, sometimes he doesn't. I don't know. That bed has moved into every corner of this apartment. I feel like he's indifferent about it, to be totally honest. And then welcome to my office area. This is probably the space that I'm most proud of when it comes to this apartment, just because of how I planned it out. If you didn't know, I've lived in multiple studio apartments. I love small space living. Having a very functional space is something that I absolutely geek out over. And so I knew I didn't have that much space for an office. And truly, I work in real estate. I'm out of the house most days anyways. And so I don't need a huge, massive office space. So this has been perfect because I got this table off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description box because I'm so freaking proud of this one. It's like a behind the couch table situation. And it has really good storage. So there's shelves down below so I can put my laptop away, my headphones are down there, all sorts of things. The best part is it also has this little flip up for all of my chargers and stuff. So all of the wires are in there. I have these two chairs here. Never sat with a second person here. It's always been just me, but it's nice to have in case I did have somebody over, and also one chair would have looked weird. But this has been the ideal desk situation in this small space for me. I'm really, really, really happy with how this one turned out. Coming into our living room, you've seen this couch before if you've seen my apartment tours. This couch has been in many different shapes and sizes because it's a modular couch. Normally we have it with 4 seats and 2 ottomans, but this space we knew it was going to be a little bit smaller, and so we pared it down to be the 3 seats and 1 ottoman. The rest of the couch is currently in storage, which worked out great. What I love about this is the couch does have storage within the seats. We can put extra sheets, towels, bedding in there, which has been really nice. Just for a little bit extra added storage, we have this storage bench situation here. We have a rug in here that we didn't end up using in this apartment. We have an extra shoe rack. There's random stuff in there, but it's kind of really nice because if Alex and I are just hanging out, sometimes I'll sit on the couch and he'll sit over in this area, and it kind of just makes the living room a little bit more of a conversation area versus having to sit next to each other on the couch. If you've watched my videos, you would have seen this before, but we've never ever had space to put 2 dressers in a bedroom. So we've always put one in the living room and used it as a TV stand. Honestly, it's worked great. We could have probably maybe fit this upstairs, but truthfully, I would have then just had to buy a new piece of furniture to put the TV on, and I really like how it looks. So this has been here and I love it. The one gripe I have when I need to get dressed, I have to come all the way downstairs if I'm upstairs. So many times I've gone upstairs to go to bed and my pajamas are down here, and then I'm angry about it. But other than that, having this down here has been great. I also got this rug, which is a checkered shag rug. If you've watched my vlogs, we got the ugliest. It ended up being a red checkered pattern. It looked like a Papa John's pizza box. It was so bad. And so switched that one out, got this rug, and I am really, really happy with it. It was pretty cheap because I knew we were only going to be here temporarily, but I really like how it looked. And I kind of feel like it's a bit of a vibe because I have this checkerboard. It's also, what is this? Is this backgammon? 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 I don't know how to say it. No, I also don't know what it is. I feel like your grandma would play it though. Do you think your grandma plays with Mahjong? I know she plays Mahjong. Anyways, we have this checkerboard. I got it from a thrift store for like literally 99 cents forever ago, but I really like it because I leave it on this ottoman and kind of makes it so the way the ottoman doubles as a coffee table. But then I also feel like the checkerboard with the checkered rug, it's just a vibe. The living room feels like a very purposeful, like actual living room space, which is nice because it is such a big open space down here. And I love having the spaces feel separate and intentional. To the kitchen. Okay, this kitchen is easily the thing that I am most proud of for this unit. This is where all of our renovations went. You guys, I'm so proud of this. I'm not a designer. I've never actually done renovations before, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. We'll pop up some pictures of what the kitchen looked like before, but cabinets like steel gray, big fridge there that ended up breaking, fake countertops, there was no backsplash, no washer dryer. It was so dark and it was so small, it made the whole space feel way smaller than it was, and it just wasn't a good functional kitchen. I hated it. I love to cook. I love a good kitchen. This is lovely. It has actually really good cabinets for the space. We painted all the cabinets white. We ended up putting this quartz countertop, which I love. It's like white, but it has like the gray veins in it, and I think it's really pretty. And then we did this emerald green backsplash, which I think turned out so good. This building is like a historic, like vintagey building, and so there's a lot of cool architecture in it. Number one being spiral staircase, but number two, it has these like cool arched ceilings and these giant oversized windows, and the window frames on the windows are an emerald green color. So I kind of wanted to play off of that and complement it by doing the emerald green backsplash. Also because I didn't want like white on white on white. And I just think it turned out so pretty. One thing that I really love is this cabinet is like on a little dolly, which helps so much to be able to store so many more things. Full-size gas stove, full-size dishwasher, 2-in-1 washer dryer that we just put in because the unit didn't have washer and dryer before. Whew. Putting in a washer and dryer is not for the weak, but that thing has made such a difference. There is laundry in the building, which is really nice and really easy to use, but being able to have the washer and dryer in the unit is a freaking game changer. I love it. Very pleased with this kitchen overall. If any of you are looking for a general contractor, let me know because ours was amazing. My email's in the bio. Okay. One more thing to note about the kitchen, there was a big full-size fridge here and it broke. It wasn't nice in the first place. So we ended up taking that out entirely. We got this super cute vintage looking Frigidaire fridge. I love her. She's so cute. This one was really hard though because we couldn't figure out where to place it. It was too small for this space. Plus I knew I wanted the washer and dryer here. So we played around with a couple of different ideas and we talked about like building out a wall around this, but honestly, it's so cute that I think it just looks really nice on its own here. And I also think it made a little bit more of an entryway. We put some plants and a light on top of it. I just think that it kind of like now makes this into a nice U-shaped kitchen and builds out the space a little bit more, and it's still totally functional and just looks so nice. All right, so the staircase, the most commonly talked about thing in this whole apartment. Alex and I have looked at so many units with spiral staircases where they were just super rickety or like very narrow and hard to get up and down. This staircase, solid, has not been a problem one time. Also, my biggest fear moving into this unit was like, what is Louis gonna do on the staircase? Just because, I don't know, he's so small and it's kind of scary. Homeboy is taking it like a champ. He is not afraid of the stairs at all. He actually really likes to stand like up there on the stairs and look down and either watch like what we're doing down here or watch the front door. He's handled the stairs totally fine, which has been quite the relief. Because it's a spiral staircase, we do have this space behind the stairs, which was kind of dead space. So it worked out perfectly. We put our fiddle leaf there and it looks really nice. And then I hung a plant light there just to give it extra light. The unit is east facing, so we get really beautiful morning light, but this fiddle leaf has lived in a south facing window for its whole life and I didn't want it to like get shell shocked. And then we do have a couple other plants along the windowsills as well. There's a lot of things about this unit that make it really cool, but the staircase is just so absolutely freaking iconic. And even within this building, there's only a handful of the units that have these. All right, let's go upstairs and see the bedroom. Come on, Lila. Good job. welcome to upstairs. There is way more space up here than we thought before we moved in. Before I even get into like the upstairs area, being able to have the view to down below is so cool. Alex gets the coolest pictures of me like working at my desk or sitting on the couch. It makes it so special. I don't know, does everybody else geek out about their homes like I do? I feel like this is just literally my favorite thing to talk about in the whole entire world. Anyways, coming up the spiral staircase, you do have this space here, and we actually did think about like building this out or putting something else here, but we really didn't need to. The unit ended up having way more space than we thought it did before we moved in, and so we didn't need to fill all of these nooks and crannies like we thought. We do have our laundry basket up here, which Alex kindly carries down for me when we do laundry. Coming into the bedroom area. So we have a king size bed, and I truly to my core did not think that that was going to fit up here before we moved in, and it fits perfectly. It fits with like room to spare, which is really nice. Here we have Alex's dresser, and again, TV on top of the dresser. We just always do that. We didn't even need to use like underneath the bed as storage, so that was kind of nice. If you're wondering, this door here, so our unit is 2 stories. Obviously, spiral staircase, but there is an exit on the upper story as well. So when I was doing laundry in the basement, I was just taking the laundry basket and like exiting through this door to go down. But this is here if you ever need to use it. We just hardly ever do. I will say the one thing about this unit that probably ended up being most challenging is the bathroom is smaller than I was used to. It has like fine storage, but it doesn't have a ton of storage. And I have a lot of things. So we did get this little, it's just like a little dresser with these boxes that pull out. I got this off of Amazon. It was like $30 or $40. This space again was just kind of empty dead space, and so I put this here and I put our fan that we use to sleep. This is way more than enough space that I needed for all of our bathroom stuff, and it just made it so that way we could keep the essentials in the bathroom. Everything that we need is in there, but then we could come out and grab from this if I ever needed something. So very, very handy, and it's just like nicely tucked away in the corner, which is nice. Come along to Alex's office. This area is actually the furnace, but then this is our main closet space. It actually holds a lot more than we needed. There's space to play with in there. And then there's shelves on the side that you could use for shoes. I put bins in there. It's just a really good amount of like functional space. And then I think the thing that really helps so much is up above, there's extra storage. And we could have used that and put way more stuff up there, but we've just been using it for suitcases. It's just so nice to have all of the like little nooks and crannies to place different things. This is Alex's desk. In our last apartment, we had a 1-bed plus den. Alex had a full office. Here we didn't have the space for that, but it actually worked out fine. This is the same desk he had. We didn't need to get anything new for it. And so here's his desk with his 2 monitors. He's got his PC. It's like a fully built out area, which we were surprised that it could fit this whole thing here. We thought we were gonna have to get him like an extra small desk for this space, but it all fits, which is really, really nice. Also, for the first time ever, his office has a window. That's been lovely for him, even though he keeps his blinds down up here most of the time. We have 2 very separate areas, just like we did in our last apartment. He has the upstairs for his office. I have the downstairs. I think a lot of times when people are working from home, they think that they need 2 completely different dedicated spaces, like a 2-bed or something like that. But living in this unit, it really made us realize you can build out having 2 different separate spaces, even if it's one giant room, essentially. For our bathroom, it's small, it's fine, it's functional. It does have some storage. There's storage behind the mirror and storage underneath the sink, but like it's not really anything to write home about. We do have a 2-in-1 shower tub. We've put hooks on the back of the door to be able to hang towels and stuff. It's fine, it's a bathroom. That's all I really got to say about that. All right, guys, so that is our little loft apartment. I think this one is especially sentimental because A, this was the first place that we purchased in Chicago, and B, fingers crossed, Alex and I are planning on having kids the next few years, so there's not another opportunity that we would have been able to live in this space. So it's been really, really cool being able to live here for the last couple of months and really get to know the space and what was needed for it and just make it like perfectly our own. Like I said, we are moving out. We're actually moving out tomorrow. So this unit is going to be available for rent. If you are interested, my email is in the description box. Let me know and I will send you the information before the listing goes live. I'm just so excited. I know how much fun it's been for me personally, and I'm excited for like somebody else to have that opportunity and see what they do with it. If you are looking to buy or rent in the city and maybe this unit's not the one for you, I would still love to help you. I am a broker with Compass and my job form's in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed sharing it with you, and I will see you next time.